Ladies and gentlemen, Kraken Wrestling community, Kraken Wrestling fans, and wrestling fans. Hope you all had a fantastic Tuesday. Of course, I know here we have had a fantastic day, and when there's always a fantastic day, it means there's wrestling to be seen as well. And that's what we're getting ready to see. We got NXT coming off the highlights of Stand and Deliver. As you know, Stand Delivered was a pretty big show, in my opinion, for NXT. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us tonight. There is a lot of stuff that can go right and can go wrong. So that's always how this works. Fear Philly. Oh gosh, you got the flu. Jeez. Philly, I hope you get to feeling better, my friend. The flu is no joke. I know I had it at the start of the year. Absolutely horrible sickness, my friend. I really do hope you get to feeling better quickly. Nathan! What's up, Nathan? We also getting things set up over here. The show is getting ready to kick off well, actually, I can't say in about 30 seconds because for some reason, the Young Sheldon show always runs over here on the East Coast before NXT. But it's okay. That gives us time to ensure everything is ready and running at top form beforehand. Alex Liv Morgan will be wrestling her first match in NXT for the first time since 2017. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it's going to be. And I cannot wait. Liv Morgan absolutely deserves it. Liv Morgan has been a workhorse for the WWE for the past several weeks. I can't wait for her to get her flowers walking back into NXT tonight. That being said, we're going to hear what they got to say. Don't know what we're starting off with tonight, but let's find out together.
Forever.
Put it up.
Together.
Who will have luck on their side? Who hits the jackpot? Who stands and delivers? Tonight is about passion, showing the entire WWE Universe who you are, what you're capable of, and where you belong.
Now, of course, I had family stuff going on, so I didn't watch Stand and Deliver. I have watched highlights. It was a fantastic show from what I've seen. With the whole Honk Express, my God. They finally dethroned Fraxium. That's wild work.
Creativity, athleticism, and insanity collide.
Sol Ruka winning this title. Chef's kiss, my friend. Fantastic.
Got a turf war on our hands and Stand and Deliver.
Stacks turning on Tony D'Angelo. Fantastic.
The underboss has turned his back on the family. As Dark State continues to rise, a dark cloud now hovers over the D'Angelo family. Stephanie Vaquer defends against Jada Parker, Julia, and Jordan Grace in a fatal four-way for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yep, sure was.
Incredible
wants to hear this. No, okay? I'd hand it over or give me the match that I deserve.
Jesus, that's how they got this match going. Okay. I wasn't sure how this match got made for tonight. NXT. This match. Now, I've seen all this match. This was a good triple threat.
I'm coming for the NXT Championship. Over. Javon, I'm leading with that title around my waist. I'm gonna whoop both y'all ass.
The ruler can be stopped. This title stays with me.
Behold the wrath of the ruler. It's over. Remy, who is still the NXT champion. The pride, the passion was on display, which made this a stand and deliver.
Yup.
We will never, ever forget.
You sure won't.
And we're live in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas.
What's up, user?
Hosting a record-breaking two-night WrestleMania, and tonight our superstars will stand and deliver once more. Welcome to NXT on the CW, presented by Progressive. And we are live inside the Fountain Blue Theater, and we are set for our first championship match of the night.
Okay. So they are starting it off. I was not expecting them to start.
Contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, they are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. We're set for this tag team match in just moments. Want to welcome you in.
How do we feel about a triple threat? Mercedes, Statlander, and Hayter? Wouldn't be bad. Would not be bad at all.
What are you talking about? I was praying.
He said I was praying.
Well, how was your WrestleMania weekend once you woke up?
It was godly.
Well, we are set to kick things off here tonight.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good match.
For WrestleMania weekend this past Saturday, tonight we bring it all home. And their opponents, the team of Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolin.
This is who I want to win, ain't gonna lie.
Challengers earned this opportunity. It was back on the countdown to stand and deliver in a four-way elimination tag team matchup.
King Star, we appreciate the likes.
This to a golden opportunity here tonight. There is that cemetery driver which sealed the deal and the fate.
They call that the cemetery driver.
Again, Graves, we could see ourselves new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, but no doubt for that.
Did not know that was the name of that move. Okay.
Their career.
Because that duo is about to challenge arguably the greatest women's tag team in WWE history. We're talking four-time tag team champions.
That's right.
In Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
They're currently on their fourth reign. Raquel is in her record fifth reign as champion. Titles, of course, changed hands last night in the first matchup on Monday Night Raw. And on the topic of Raw,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm hoping that Pat McAfee's okay, Graves. I mean, that was his uncalled for.
Yeah, I saw Pat on his show earlier today. Luckily, he escaped without any severe injuries. My favorite part was watching Michael Cole's life flash before his eyes. But hopefully he learned his lesson.
God.
Don't talk smack to the ring general.
Yeah. You guys, I think, learned a lesson. All right?
God.
Well, tonight we are kicking things off with one booming match presented by Xfinity.
And what lesson is that there, Booker?
You don't want to be
Oh God, what a boot directly from Liv.
Know your role. All right? Know your role and shut your damn mouth. That's
Strong
what
rights.
learned. All right? The hard
Why
way.
are you yelling at us?
Vic, just take some advice and
Strong
don't say anything
stomps
to
as
anybody
well.
tonight, 'cause I'm not defending you. I'm not
Booker
defending you.
T did fall asleep. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think Booker's got my back. But Book, let's get into this matchup here, and let's talk about the champions. I think they may be a little emotionally drained coming into this.
Yeah, I think Tatum's got you there, Liv, on the wild side.
Having to strategize and winning them back. Yeah, there is a toll that's going to be on
Powerhouse Raquel.
There's a moment, a door that could be open that the competitors could slip in and take these championships.
Look at this power.
Taking her spinning.
And Graves, how will this quick turnaround, though, hinder the
Gosh.
champions here tonight? I mean, think about this. They lost the titles Sunday. They won them back last night, and now they're defending them again here tonight.
Liv face the face with Booker T. Oh yeah, have Liv do like she does with Michael Cole and get right in his face.
Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, Liv Morgan in this matchup.
The splash.
First match in NXT since
good drop kick.
She became a member of the Riot Squad and now truly has carved her own path.
1, 2.
Hook of the leg and a kick out by Liv. And that path that she's on, Graves, you had firsthand sitting ringside watching her win women's championships, WrestleMania.
Oh, good knee. Here we go.
Liv Morgan is the real deal. She's the genuine article, and Liv has put herself tag hell to prove it to the WWE Universe. Now they're finally.
Dude, what's up? Hey, man, I saw you on Monday Night Raw yesterday. Yeah, Jared. We got the opportunity to be on the reaction for Jey Uso. It was pretty sweet, I ain't gonna lie.
Right now, Gigi Dolin has an opportunity.
Gigi, there we go. There you go, step up into Gary. Gigi, I think, would be on the main roster if she didn't get hurt. Raquel caught her. Big power slam. 1, 2. Yeah, I think I know after Vengeance Day and like
opportunity they're gonna have.
No, Michael. No.
Morgan is gonna get a little bit overconfident.
Tatum Paxley hit pretty damn hard. Gigi might have a damn. No, not Gigi, but Tatum. Sorry.
The situation.
We're just toying around right now.
I guess they were checking her for like a concussion. Oh.
Oh, Tatum answering right back, and now here's some of that unique
moonsault. Oh, damn! They caught boot right to the face.
The challenger standing tall. It's all about the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Which team's walking out of Vegas with the gold?
Yeah, boot right to the jaw, shoulder. All right, they're not giving us picture-in-picture. Just took a while to get to the commercial there. I don't see Gigi or Tatum on the main roster yet. No, not yet. By all means, unfortunately. What I was saying was they could be there. I think Tatum got hurt as well. Gigi got hurt in the winter of like 20. I think it was like 21, maybe 22. It was during Vengeance Day when her and Jasmine Nix had that match. Can't remember where it was. I was there. It was in Charlotte. But yeah, I think the injuries held them back. But I think you can see they're getting back into the swing of things. Tony D, he could easily be on the main roster. I think we're going to get a feud with Stacks for a little bit before that happens. Yeah, they did give him a shot on SmackDown when Mandy was still there. I don't know. I can't remember how that went over because that's been such a long time. Because Mandy's been gone since before the pandemic or right there after. I think Mandy was part of that real big first wave of releases that we've seen come out of NXT. Honestly, Mandy Rose, I think she could come back now and have a big influence on the women's division. I just don't think she wants to. If Trick goes to the main roster, though, where are we gonna put him? Because, in my opinion, we need a face on Monday Night Raw because there's so many heels over there right now. I don't think it's an even match. But you do have the faction that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, and they're probably gonna add Becky too. I don't want him to put him back with Mello because he broke away from being Mello's kind of like security bodyguard, and that's where he had his big breakout. So that would destroy any momentum of putting him on the main roster. It would be like you don't trust him enough to do it himself. So why did we bring him to the main roster?
To get out of the gate. And Judgment Day, of course, riding high, tag team titles, Intercontinental Championship, and Graves, the return of J.D. McDonough.
Shocking turn of events, an incredible weekend for the Judgment Day, and right now, Raquel using all of her mass, all of her strength to just wear down Tatum Paxley.
Gosh.
Wow.
Liv just throwing around.
Liv Morgan sending the opposition into the
What's up, Long Beach?
That was the turning point of the matchup, which really has led Liv Morgan and Raquel to have
Discount Authority.
Match. And we talked about Liv Morgan. Let's talk about Raquel for a moment. Who just tagged out. She
if we're talking about the Authority, honestly, the only people in the Authority that really had any control over that was Seth, Triple H, but Triple H was going towards his end. And you had Randy in there at one point.
I don't know. Some things he does, is questionable.
But I don't think it's Discount Authority. I think it's really going to be a strong faction.
Your name on the lips of the WWE Universe.
I thought he was always rude to his father, but we don't have to go too far back in time as Raquel is back into the match.
Listen, dirty Dom.
Eddie. Going to move on right here because this is going to go downhill real fast. And right now the
Raquel, nope.
aspirations are also
good
going
knees.
downhill.
Good knees.
Tatum able to knee herself out of that predicament, but
oh, look at these just fiery right.
Too much power, man. Too much power. Oh, you hear that?
Oh, yeah. Raquel.
Oh, yeah. It's about to get saucy up here, that dog. Oh, yes.
No, reversed. She was going for the big suplex again.
That may have been the overconfidence you mentioned earlier, Book. Perhaps Raquel took her eye off the ball for just a second, and Paxley made her pay.
Gigi desperately wanting to get
Bro,
back into this match.
Tatum.
Out so close to the tag, Raquel, as you can see.
There it is.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fresh competitors on both sides, and Gigi Dolin is rocking and rolling all over.
There you go, good head kick. Gigi's. Nice whipcord clothesline. Nice. Good dragon super. 1, 2. Woohoo.
That's what we're going to need to see more out of.
Keep the hammer down. Keep the hammer down.
Hey, Long Beach. You're working the Lakers game at 7.
The effects of the assault she suffered from Rodriguez.
Almost a meeting of the minds, but
Are the Lakers up right now, or is that the start of the series?
They certainly do now.
Big double clothesline by Rodriguez and hoisting up Paxley.
Big suplex coming, or powerbomb.
A hell of a 72 hours for the champions. Nice counter.
Good roll through. 1, 2.
Another near fall.
Good tag, good tag.
Kick off NXT this Tuesday on the CW.
Made from the outside.
It's on the CW network on the East Coast, and I think, yeah, it's on CW everywhere.
Raquel realizes it, and Gigi right now looking to fly.
Talked about that trickery. Could this be it?
You hit it on the head, and now Tatum Paxley.
Tatum, what are you going?
Target acquired. Paxley from the top.
450. Oh God, that's it. 1, 2.
Liv Morgan, give Credit to the devil when it's due.
They're down 0-1 to the Rockets, just like the Rockets.
Paxley has so much ability. I mean, if they could just pull this thing together, they could walk out the new tag team champion.
Oh, Nicholson.
Moment has not been too big for the challengers, who
The double step up.
this past Saturday.
Yeah, he's almost at every Lakers game.
The challengers. Here comes Paxley once again, picking up speed.
Going up, going around.
It just depends on where you're at as well.
Tag was made.
Are you a Central Pacific time or on the East Coast?
Double headbutt, but a tag was made. Liv Morgan is now legal. The challengers believe it's Raquel.
I think turnabout
Yep.
may be fair play. Here comes.
They're looking for the cemetery
Oh
driver.
God, cemetery driver.
And now Raquel.
Oh, got caught. Got caught.
Tahana bomb.
Gigi's wiped out. She's legal. So's Liv.
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
That's it.
Center of the ring.
1,
To the cover.
2,
And the
3.
champions survive.
Okay. Who will be the ones to dethrone them? You have EST, Angel Standard Time. It should be on the CW for you then.
And it's almost paid off for the challenge.
We know almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Unfortunately for Gigi and Tatum, almost was as far as they got. A beautiful STO from Gigi Dolin, followed immediately by a bridging half-and-half suplex. Incredible effort by the challengers, but Morgan and Rodriguez were just on top of their game.
A code breaker, a code red, whatever they call it for her.
That was incredible.
1, 2.
Another big win. Guys, it seems like when Xfinity sponsors a match, it's booming. And I'm not just talking about the Xfinity Wi-Fi. What a retention for the 4-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
And as the women's tag team,
What a great way to end the WrestleMania weekend for Liv and Raquel.
Amazing. I mean, you guys are just so great at this magic
thank you,
thing.
thank you.
You made the cup disappear. So why don't you bring it back? Because the king, I kind of need my Heritage Cup.
You need it? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
do.
we'll bring it back, but we have a couple conditions there.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to admit that we can do magic, and you need to apologize.
Obviously,
and you
that's
need
the
to.
case. That's the case. I'm so sorry. Magic is clearly very, very real.
Good.
You took the cup away. You brought this thing back.
But you
Let's
didn't-
do the reverse.
You didn't let me finish. You also have to defend it tonight.
Oh,
Dude,
good
come
gosh.
on. Been in
Who are they
Vegas
gonna-
all weekend.
I know, I
Haven't
know.
been dieting. I've been training. I've been doing Vegas things.
That's the deal.
I can't
You have
wrestle.
to defend it, or you don't get it back. It's as simple as that. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. We'll bring it back for you.
We're getting a magic show here in Vegas.
You know the deal. You have to admit that we are magic. Look into the camera. Say we are magic.
They are magic, and magic
That's right.
is real.
That's right.
And you have to defend it tonight. You ready for that?
I guess.
Okay. Then we can show you your trophy.
What? Okay.
You ready for it?
There it is, right there. Look at there.
Oh, awesome.
Gotta love a good magic trick.
Defending it tonight.
Against who?
It is Penn and Teller.
It'll be a surprise.
Well, guys, it looks like
Okay.
we have our third championship match.
Okay.
What a surprise that is. Who will it be? We'll all find out later on, live on NXT. But on the topic of championships, there is the North American
Good old Ricky
Saints.
Saints.
We'll hear from him live next.
They are still in Vegas, yes. I have no idea who the hell the surprise could be for NXT. I truly think everybody that that could have signed, has signed, that has shown up and made it a big surprise. Rusev's on Raw, Alistair's on SmackDown. Trying to think of anyone else who might have signed. It's Joe Hendry. Good Lord, not again. Joe Henry's doing enough right now. I like the surprise factor of Joe Henry, I do, but not this time. It needs to be someone else. I know we do not have a link. We just watch it through our television provider. Let's see. Noam Dar could be returning. He's been out for a while. He was, if y'all remember Noam Dar, he was the leader of Metaphor. Oro Mensa could be back. He's been, I guess, I don't know where he's been actually. Let's see. Trying to think of someone else who might have been hurt or re-signed that we just don't know about. Oh, I know who it might be. It might be Shawn Michaels posted a picture with him on social media. It was someone from Noah. I can't remember who. It'd be interesting if that's who it was. There was a police chase earlier today. God, we love it. Long Beach, I truly do look forward every day to the police chase updates from Los Angeles or Long Beach, California area. There was a police chase earlier, and the dude ended up just parking the car and running. First mistake. I don't care. I mean, running normally don't get you too far. I haven't seen many chases where running works because it doesn't matter how out of shape them police officers look, they always catch them. The cops never found him. I should have kept reading before I said that. But they found a woman that, wow, Jesus, LA is crazy. Everything is very expensive in Vegas. I'm so glad to be back home in Minnesota. So, I got high standards. Welcome to the Kraken community. Fanatic WWE, welcome to the Kraken community. I'm just glad that you had a fantastic week in Vegas, honestly. Did you get anything while you was there? Did you splurge a little bit? That's the real question. Is today Earth Day? Yeah, it's the 22nd. It is Earth Day. National Earth Day, yeah. Up next is No Match. We will be hearing from our NXT North American Champion, Ricky Saints. Because I'm not sure what all they will entail tonight on NXT. Honestly, I'm not looking for anything crazy with NXT either. I'm just hoping that they can continue the momentum they started or had at the end of Stand and Deliver. You hear the buffets are great in Vegas. Honestly, if it's as expensive as I've heard eating in Vegas, buffets would probably be the best bet.
Believe in magic? Well, Friday aspiring magicians
Penn and Teller
perform with them on stage right here in Las Vegas. Penn and Teller Fool Us airs Friday, 8, 7 Central, right here on the CW. And we've been in Las Vegas for the last few days, and over WrestleMania weekend, our NXT superstars stepped out of the box competing at Bloodsport. You see NQCC's Charlie MC, Tavion Heights, showing their different side of themselves when they were getting in and grappling with some of the best from around the world, honing their skills, showing a more aggressive killer instinct.
Dude, Tavion Heights.
Question, will they bring some of that over here to NXT?
Why weren't you at Bloodsport?
I don't know. They didn't ask. What about you?
Well, actually...
You can't handle no blood sport fool. You ain't no real shooter like Tavion.
Yes,
and your teammates know it too.
That's not true.
Boys, I think it'd be best if the NQCC just went their separate ways now, before we gotta break them apart, like we did the D'Angelos.
Well, how about when my crew gets back? We we'll give you guys a run for your money.
How's that right?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Saturday, I'm ready for a fight, so what's up?
Man, how many times we gotta beat you down for you to learn? You win this by yourself. You ain't got no backup.
Whoa. Javon's not fighting this one alone. I got your back. Yeah, I got you. How about
Okay.
we see how a 2-on-2 goes?
Oh, yeah? Let's see.
Okay, so now we got Darkseid just roaming around backstage, just doing their own thing. Okay.
This is the revolution.
I was expecting Darkseid to stay a little more just in the shadows, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT North American Champion, Ricky Saints!
And Graves, the Revolution, Ricky Saints made everyone take notice Saturday. It's one thing to win a championship, another entirely to successfully defend it, let alone on the biggest stage.
I was surprised that Callie wasn't as...
Exactly what Ricky Saints did.
Yeah, I've heard Callie's not as expensive as what everyone thinks it is.
And coming out here tonight looking like a couple $1 million. Booker, you gotta get yourself a shirt like that.
What? A couple of billion.
Yeah. What, you think it's $1 billion?
Yeah, now with Long Beach with Helikio and NOI coming, I could see them showing up soon, but not this soon. Because, well, we say soon, but they should have been here a long time ago.
Wow.
Ricky.
And he loves you back, baby. You know, going off of that, I kicked off WrestleMania weekend with a bang.
Yep.
When I successfully defended the North American Championship.
Sure did.
Against a man who is forever going to be a thorn in my side, and that is you, our ego, Ethan Page.
Sure will be. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom agrees as well. But the world watched this week when we had a historic 2-night of WrestleMania, but it was at Stand and Deliver that I made good on my promise that I said since I stepped foot here at NXT. Everything that I've said, I've turned into reality. I am the man around here, as you can tell.
Okay. Okay.
And man, Stand and Deliver was surreal, but it felt so good to do it against you, Ethan Page.
My way, my life.
What does Lexus want? So we're gonna cut off Ricky Saints, okay?
Now, Ricky. Hold your horses, brother. Look, I know you just had a historic win at Stand and Deliver. But I've been spending my whole weekend running all over Las Vegas looking for my precious Heritage Cup. All because the clowns, Penn and Teller, made it disappear right before my very eyes.
Will they make it disappear over the weekend?
For you, Lexus, but I have no clue what this has to do with me. I'm out here simply putting on a show. I'm just confused about why you're out here right now.
Well, you know, Ricky, I've actually got business out here. So before you try and cut me off and take up my ring time, I'm defending my Heritage Cup tonight. And if you don't get up out of here, I might set my sights on that North American title as well.
Oh, sure, God.
Oh, we're doing this again. That's so funny because last week you lost the 4-way, so you don't have a shot at that. It seems to me that your mouth keeps writing checks that your little ass can't cash, partner. You know what I love?
Jesus,
I love
guys.
a lot of things, Ricky, but I don't love smug, arrogant pricks like you who think they can get over with this gullible audience. Newsflash, brother. Nobody likes you. They love the king.
Okay? You're a legend in your own mind. Delusions of grandeur fill your brain. And if you're so confident, Ricky, why don't you give me what I want then? Why don't you put that North American title on the line next week against me? And no, I don't mean 3 or 4 other guys. I don't mean a little 4-way to stack the odds against me. I've had enough of that here in Vegas. Okay?
Lexus versus old Ricky Saints yet again.
My cup on the line against you. And we'll make it a double champion match. Ricky Saints versus Lexus King. Cup versus title. One fall, winner takes all.
One fall, winner takes all.
Like this, you are a very special individual. Oh my God. The fact that you're even worried about me right now when you have a mystery opponent is very telling. And since I already know that you went and talked to Ava about all this, guess what? You're on.
That's if he has the cup.
Well, it could happen if King can retain his cup. But who's he facing? Who's the mystery opponent?
Okay, so we're not gonna know yet.
On NXT.
NXT on the
Of course, they're gonna wait and reveal who his opponent is after the commercial break. Yeah, so, and that's one thing, fearfully, I will agree with y'all on. The wrestling community does get up in arms about AEW talent, or, hold on, former WWE and AEW, but not the other way around. Yes, I agree with you. But the good thing is, I don't have that issue. I do not have that issue here. I like wrestling. And it don't matter where you wrestle at, what promotion you're on. If you have the talent, then by all means go for it. But there are some times that it doesn't work. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, in my opinion, what happens with the AAA merger with NXT and WWE. They've also gotten Noah as well. They're doing a lot of stuff with GCW, which I don't think they're going to buy that out. It's interesting on how they decide to, I guess, use the talent that they receive from those companies. Because we all know eventually that's what's happening. They're not just going to have the talent come over and be a one-time thing. This is a multiple, probably buying. And there's possibilities that we could see it all changing that way as well. Also, we could see tonight Jeff Cobb show up. I don't know if anyone remembers, but Cobb supposedly signed with WWE as well after his release. I know his last match was the 19th. There was someone else it could be. I cannot remember his name at all. WWE is becoming Disney. I think Mercedes gets involved tomorrow, causing a triple threat. I could see that. I'm really looking forward to Dynamite. We've had 2 decent shows back to back from them, so there's always that possibility that they can continue to build momentum. We just got to see it happen.
Pretty cool. I mean, look at us. New champs? Who'd have thought? You give me that? I don't really know what to wear. The shoulder doesn't feel right, but I think I can make the thigh. No, maybe. I don't know. Traditional. Traditional.
Well, congrats, you guys. Congrats. Soul, if it was going to be anyone other than me winning that ladder match, it was you. But I want to do another one. It was so chaotic. There were people climbing the ladder, bodies flying everyone. You snatching souls.
Girl, please. Just, after the night that I had, the last thing I need is your energy. I did not miss you.
She said your energy.
6 months. Go somewhere.
Yeah, I actually agree. Thea, you're gonna learn real quick. This isn't the same locker room you left a few months ago.
Wow.
My
I didn't
God.
think my life could get any worse, but then you showed back up.
You need to put her in her place once and for all.
Well, not my problem.
You want something done? Then you can do it yourself. Let's go.
Are we finally going to see them fall apart too?
Well, you never could, so I guess I will.
They are. Fatal Influence looks like they're starting to split.
Hostility going on a little earlier today between Fatal Influence, but let's try to focus on the here and the now, because there is Lexus King ready to defend his cup. But against who?
Send them out. I don't care who it is. Send them out.
Yep. It's either Noam Dar or Mensah. It's Noam Dar. Welcome back. Noam Dar.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Heritage Cup Championship.
He was a long Heritage Cup champion holder. What's up, Russell Realm? I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday evening.
NXT Universe standing. Look who Penn and Teller pulled out of a hat. It's a supernova surprise here on
He hasn't been there in almost a... Damn, what, a year now?
Lexus King's all smiles right now, but look, you can add up all the
He got a welcome back chant and lived it, and that's crazy.
You can add up all the others that have held
Oh.
the prestigious cup, and it wouldn't equal the days that.
Oh, damn, what a running punch.
790 days.
Holy shit. It seems like he's got his speed back.
I just did. Noam Dar, May 20,
Nope.
24. He was attacked. He was sidelined by Ethan Page. Cover cup on the line and a kick out.
May 2024, so
Sitting back.
almost a year, yeah. Damn.
Watching the changes made to what he once held and what he once dominated.
It's been 11 months. It's a whole different world than when we last saw Noam Dar. And this may be the first time you're seeing Noam Dar. This is an athlete who is as violent as he is flamboyant.
Yep. Good running pump kick.
It's all about precision over speed, timing over power. Dar using that tie.
Yes, sir. First 50. Congratulations, my friend.
Into the cover.
1,
Is on the
2.
line and a kick out. Now look, when Noam Dar was champion, there were rounds. There was how many decisions that you had to have, and right now a little lick of the wrist and
Yeah, we'll most definitely figure something out for sure.
he's trying to rub his beard off.
God, rubbing his beard off. That's crazy.
Cracking individual, but right now he is taking it to Lexus King.
They go,
Big
1,
shoulders down,
2.
on the line. As I was saying, Booker, the Heritage Cup, when Dar was champion, was defended in rounds. There was strategy to it. There was a time limit. There was a rest period. Lexus King has done away with all of that. How do you think,
Oh,
if
God.
anything, Dar makes those changes?
In this business, it's a time.
Try to wipe. Oh, damn it. That running knee.
Noam Dar is going to need, hold on.
Cover.
Noam Dar may need those extra rounds to actually get back into the fray. Right now, he's looking good, but right now, he's in a little trouble at the same time.
Take another look at Lexus King striking from behind, flat.
Russell Realm, I also appreciate the shout out as well on your Monday Night Raw review.
Star of all television right there. He landed those hard shots when the referee was behind him.
There you go. Right to the face by Lexus King.
Star of all television. division.
Well, Noam Dar returning here tonight, and he is known also, you talk about if we're just seeing him for the first time, Corey, he's known for having a high fighter IQ.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Lexus King will lose. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, honestly, if anyone takes the Heritage Cup off Lexus King, Noam Dar, it'd probably go back to the 6 rounds, best of 3 series type. Oh, good shot. And then Lexus King can start pushing for physical titles, and then working his way to the possibly the main roster. Oh, it's not gonna be him. I promise you. God, what a damn super kick!
Super kick under the jaw, into the cover, and Dar getting that left
I'm gonna tell you guys,
up.
I can see it in Dar's face right now. This is not the same Noam Dar when he left. I mean, his cardio is definitely not there tonight. I can see it in his body.
Beautifully, and we appreciate you hanging around ever since. Swanton missed.
King trying to get back to his feet. Noam Dar is up. Dar coming right.
Was that the spinning backhand fist?
Trying to get some combination offense, but now Dar taking a step back.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Dar's gonna have to land a big shot.
Here it comes. Oh, make that with the kick. Oh, there's the elbow. 1, 2, 3. There it was. The back elbow got him. The longest reigning Heritage Cup winner.
He feigned the high roller, the Nova roller, and instead connected with a hell of an elbow. Let's call it a hellbow, Booker. And new.
A supernova surprise. Dar now a 4-time Heritage Cup champion. This is our second championship of the night, but coming up in our main event, it'll be for the NXT Women's Championship. This is a main event of a premium live event anywhere in the world, but it happens here tonight. Roxanne Perez takes on Stephanie McCare for the NXT Women's title in our main event of NXT Live tonight.
Okay, so Noam Dar is officially back as the Heritage Cup winner. Big surprise, honestly. In my opinion, I did not see that happening as quick as it did. Welcome. We appreciate the follow on the TikTok side. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday. Fearfully, I hope you get to feeling better, my friend. I know you said you currently have the flu. Noam Dar is from the same town you live in. Isn't he? Is he from the UK? At least I thought he was. Either way, I know that the Heritage Cup was a big thing to Noam Dar because of where it came from and who all held it before him. He's Scottish. Okay. I couldn't remember. But either way, Noam Dar is not a bad replacement for sure with the Heritage Cup. He's had it, like I said, Noam Dar had the Heritage Cup for the longest reigning time. I think they said it was 700 plus days. He has the longest running, record with that. Then they said if you combined everyone's Heritage Cup runs and how long they held it, they would not match his, which that's impressive. For those that, of course, that listened to Monday Night Raw last night, John Cena said the title was officially retired. And what does that mean? So, if you go and look it up on the WWE website, you will actually see that it is officially retired on the website. It says like the title no longer exists, basically. Yeah, no, Lexis King did not win. No M Dar did. Scotland is still in the UK though, so you're not wrong. It's good to see him with momentum for sure. 786, yep. There it was. That's the magic number. 786. Happy birthday to Oba Femi. Today is Oba's birthday. The NXT World Champion's birthday. He probably won't have a match tonight. He'll probably come out there and give us a good segment, though. It's post-mania. You know what that means. Cuts. I know we don't want it, but I don't know. I'm hoping nobody. Like, as someone who knows what it's like to be let go from any type of job, a cut's a cut no matter what profession you're in. It sucks. So hopefully we don't see that happen. It was 27 and still got a lot ahead of him at 27. I mean, he might be on the main card and in the WrestleMania picture in some aspect next year. I could easily see that happening with Oba. He's just a dominating force.
Monday Night Raw coming to La Defense Arena in Paris, France on Sunday, August 31st, and Monday, September 1st. Combo tickets on sale this Friday, April 25th via Ticketmaster. Pre-sale starts this Wednesday, April the 23rd.
Roxanne Perez, at the end of Stand and Deliver, you got in the face of the NXT Women's Champion, Stephanie Vaquero.
So, she's not going to claim a division that I built.
Well, then last night you interfered in the match between Stephanie and Io on Raw.
Right. Right. Because the Raw after Mania was supposed to be my moment. But no, it was Stephanie. So what did I do? I ruined the moment that I deserved. And it felt so good too. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Julia had the same idea as me, but if Stephanie has a problem about it, then maybe you should do something tonight. But she won't. She won't.
Stephanie will beat you.
No, she's tired, she's drained, and I've been there. The media, the matches, the interviews, the appearances. I know that because I had to defend my NXT Women's Championship 48
This is where Roxanne loses and goes to the main roster.
But the prodigy, the Slammy Award-winning NXT Superstar of the Year, I would have lost. But unfortunately for Stephanie, I'm the prodigy. And she may have walked into Vegas as champion, but I'm gonna walk out a 3-time NXT Women's Champion.
I don't see it happening. Oba and Braun Breaker, that'd be nice. At WrestleMania 43.
Well, Fallon Henley set for action here in moments live on NXT here from Las Vegas. And maybe JC didn't want to compete tonight because this Thursday she'll be going one-on-one with Rosemary on TNA Impact. That's a good reason.
Okay.
Not to want to compete.
All right, Rosemary. I love that they got Thea doing a lot.
For the first time ever, step into the WWE writers' room and outside the ring with your favorite WWE superstars, where the drama is just as intense offstage as it is under the spotlight on WWE.
Braun or Jacob winning the Rumble next year, that would be nice. Braun will be in the main event somewhere because of the Seth Rollins moment they had. There you go. Alan Henley, strong chop, Jesus.
Definitely, and the game changes around you whether you want it to or not. Thea, basically has to reprove herself to everybody on the roster.
Thea made sure with the time off she was going to come back and be better than what she was. Nope, good roll up one.
And a kick out. What a night it has been. Two
Nope,
champions.
nice roll up by Fallon.
Another kick out.
Next Friday, SmackDown is in Fort Worth, Texas.
Making his return to the WWE.
Absolutely jaw-dropping return. Great counter by Fallon Henley. And looking for the armbar. Hale has her hands clasped, preventing the full extension.
Dipped and weight, shoulders down, having to relinquish the hold, though, to kick out. And this has been fast-paced from the get-go between these two women. And Booker, you think the best thing for Thea Hale was getting out of Chase Hughes?
You did. Oh! Yeah, but you know, how many alumni? Just name one alumni from that defunct university that has succeeded in this business. Name one. Name one.
Thea Hale, she's considered herself a proud alum. She's just on stand and delivering.
See what I'm saying? You playing with me. That's what you doing.
Booker, I'm not playing with you. I'm calling it like I see it. As Thea Hale's in control of this matchup, taking Fallon Henley back down. And look, the goddess's hostility, Graves, seemed a little stiff with Thea earlier tonight.
Well, listen, Fatal Influence hasn't had the best luck recently, and they need to get back on track. Could all begin in this one.
How many times have I said it, Graves? Checks and championships. You lose the championship.
Got
that's checks, man. That's money out of your pocket. That could cause a little trouble.
Good Lord, good fall away slam. I like KO to win the Rumble if he's back by then. Well, I did see
That could be a fatal mistake. Big headbutt.
I did see him at the Hall of Fame, so there's a good possibility that he's feeling better, but I don't know how long ago his surgery was. Oh, wow. Come on. That's it. That's it. Yeah, May is wide open. And over.
There's only one destroyer. There is the NXT champion. He's on his way to the ring next.
Not really big into committing to things. I usually stop binging the show halfway through the first episode. I mean, remember when my hair was blonde for like 2 seconds? But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years for both phone and internet, even if I'm already a customer, I was...
Dom winning the Rumble would work, in my opinion, if they continue to have him on the push that he's been on. But yet again, I don't know how fast they push him to be in the face. Or how long the fans will be okay with it. Does Nick give Orton punishment? No. I really do not. I don't see anything else coming out of it on the simple fact because he had the moment with Joe Henry. He done paid for both of the RKOs. I don't see anything else happening there. Yeah, but my thing is, he's still running around being that heel. So he's still giving us that, you know, my deadbeat dad wasn't on WrestleMania and I got to be and I won the Intercontinental title. He's still running off of that as his motivation, which is great and all. No problem with that in my opinion. It's the fact that, you know, the crowd's still behind him, even with that going on. Cena versus Randy at Backlash has not physically been announced, but it has, I guess, been foreshadowed. And the foreshadowing happened last night. You did ask about the AEW card for tomorrow, Kenneth. I'll work on getting that pulled up. And if I can find it, we will run it down to before during the next commercial break. But yet again, I don't know if they've got it all out yet. We know we'll get the Owen Hart Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. That will most definitely be happening. And that's Speedball Mike Bailey and Jet Fly versus the Bucks.
Welcome back to NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion,
Femi.
Graves, you said it Saturday, and it rang true. NXT set the tone for WrestleMania weekend, and that's the man who survived the main event.
Femi managed to conquer Las Vegas, but what a main event we witnessed unfold at Stand and Deliver. If you haven't seen it, go out of your way to track it down.
It was a hell of a match.
Trick Williams, Javon Evans,
honestly,
did what many say stole the entire WrestleMania weekend in that matchup.
What is on the mind of the ruler?
At Stand and Deliver, I did exactly what I said I was going to do.
Yup.
Trick Williams and Javon Evans had all these dreams and aspirations about dethroning the ruler and becoming the NXT champion at Stand and Deliver.
Yep.
Not on my watch.
Here it is, I
You know
got.
what I did? I took their dreams, I set it ablaze, and I burnt it to ashes. And I told them to wake up.
Damn right.
I will say,
Who?
I will say, during the build-up to this match, I said a lot of things about Javon Evans. I called him a child. I said he wasn't ready. I said he couldn't hang. And I called him immature.
Yep.
Regretfully so, because the young OG is a lot better than I thought he was.
Yeah.
And although his time has not come, his best years are definitely ahead of him. So shout out to the young OG. As for Trick Williams, I have no love for Williams. Cannot stand him. But I will say,
He's honest about it.
as great as he
That's
is,
what matters.
the ruler is just that much better.
I'm not against Trick Williams, but we gotta find someone else to go up against Oba.
Nah, you know I ain't even going out like that right there, Oba.
Because every single time it comes to me getting what's mine, Oba, you always find the easy way out. And on Saturday, you only won because you pinned Javon.
God, I knew it.
If it is your birthday, I want my title back.
Williams, I gave you your flowers. I told you I was done. What more do you want?
No, I want my one-on-one. Look, I ain't no regular Joe. I'm Trick Williams. I'm the man here. I'm the face of this brand. When you think about NXT, you think about me. You don't think about no Oba Femi. Your mama like him.
Oh, God.
Look, I'm tired of running the play. I'm tired of letting people butt in. I'm tired of people like you stealing and fumbling my opportunities. I've seen all these bums in the back get whatever they want.
Oh, my God. It's Joe Henry. What the hell? This dude. Oh, God.
Well, Trick technically did say his name. And from WrestleMania.
Oh, sweet God.
What a couple of days it has
As you did call it. Oh, here we go.
trying to get you to
I just.
I like this guy, Joe Henry.
Wait.
Hell of a moment at WrestleMania.
He did have a hell of a moment, yep.
We about to have another one here tonight.
Joe Henry. Hey, the turnaround. Alright, what? Henry's on a world tour.
Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry is back in NXT. Trick Williams, you are not the same person that I tagged with back in the fall. The rumors are true. You've changed. You used to soak in the cheers, the chants of the fans, and now all you do is soak in self-pity.
Damn. Okay.
I proved what happens when you listen to the fans, and I did it at WrestleMania.
Even though you didn't win. My God.
And Trick, I'm gonna tell you because no one else will. You're not hungry, you're entitled.
Whew.
Did you maybe think the reason you didn't win back the NXT Championship was because of you? Did you start to think that maybe, just maybe, Trick Williams is a whiny bitch?
Oh my God. Alright, Joe. Alright. Jesus.
Hold on there a minute, mate. You had your 5 minutes on Sunday. But since we always talk about what you believe, how about we take a second to talk about what Trick Williams believes? I believe you don't belong here. You're just an outsider. I believe you don't fit in. I believe you got your ass whooped on Sunday. Let's talk about it.
He did. Yeah, he did.
How about you do us all a favor, and I believe that you can take that title and go on back to where you belong while the big dog's talking.
You know what? I did lose to the RKO, but I did it in front of 60,000 people at WrestleMania. I was in the ring, and you were in the stands.
Whew. God.
And I will not leave this ring because you're TNA World Champion, who, by the way, will defend the championship at Rebellion this Sunday. Well,
Yep. He will.
he has some business to discuss with the NXT champion.
Joe Henry and Oba?
Don't make the same mistake that Moose made.
Joe, hit him with a damn standing ovation. Oh, just the right. Oh, well, here we go. Damn. Get his ass out of here. What if... I don't... What is the angle here? Are we gonna get a triple threat with that? What are we doing here? Are we out in the middle of the desert? Oh, stacks. Luca.
Stacks, what the hell were you thinking? You and Tony go back to childhood. You know how many times you've been in a pinch and somehow, some way, Tony saved your ass?
That's true.
The bond you guys have, you guys went from the streets to champions. Tony made you the underboss. You pledged your loyalty. You need to make this right. You two need to sit down. Luca.
What?
You know why I invited you out here? Oh.
He said, "Oh fuck, what's going on? Oh, hold on, what is that? What's the oh fuck moment of him inviting him out to the desert, the middle of nowhere? I guess I'm missing something there. Maybe he's going to get rid of Lucifino? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I do know that that Joe Henry is going to go for the title at some point. He's not coming back. Who, Tony's not coming back? Or Lucifino's not coming back? So, via Bailey, supposedly the first Damage Control original member was supposed to be Tony Storm. That would have been interesting. Dax is going to get rid of him? Okay. I mean, that does make sense. I can see... I can see it happening, for sure. But what does he gain from it? Besides just getting rid of another member. Also, I don't know how many of y'all kept up with the Pat McAfee show today, but supposedly The Rock said he wasn't there because he did not have to be there. Just on the simple fact that John Cena was able to have that moment. It didn't have to be all about The Rock. It's basically what he said to us on the Pat McAfee show. Now, all this build up, all this talk for The Rock and the final boss having a big aspect in everything. I'm confused on what his play is now. He's also been doing stuff with New Japan, so I don't know if he's got something to do with that either.
WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th, where the worlds collide at Kia Forum and Money in the Bank at Intuit Dome. Limited combo tickets on sale this Friday, April 25th, via WWE.com/LA.
I'm joined by two of the women who competed in the grueling ladder match at Stand and Deliver. And as we know, Stand and Deliver was presented by Xfinity. Zarya and the new NXT Women's North American Champion, Sol Ruca. Sol, congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, all 6 women in that ladder match were booming, and it was exhausting, but it was so exhilarating, and I'm so proud to be holding this title.
And Zarya, you came
first.
Poor Zarya. Your best friend's a double champion, and Raquel and I are the history-making, record-breaking, first ever 4-time women's tag team champions. And you?
Nada.
You don't have a thing.
But you know, I have a good idea. Maybe your buddy over here can give you one of her titles. That way you don't feel left out.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Through both of you, okay? Nothing is gonna come between Zaruka, so I suggest you guys
Zaruka.
before I decide I want a 3rd title to my collection. We're gonna keep booming.
She thinks she could take our titles. We've been here too long. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
Sol Ruca riding.
Zoluka and Liv and Raquel would be a good match. Alberto is. Crash out trick. I'm telling you. That's all this is. Why'd they cut to a green screen? Why is it grayed out?
Watch out, come for over. Watch out, coming for over.
What the hell is going on? He fucked up the production truck. Round C.
Apparently continues for Trick Williams. Was that Ava's voice that we heard?
It sounded like, Trick's tangent right there. Sorry, we're a little off. Went too far a little bit. Started knocking out
cables. A lot of technology back there.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing 180 pounds, Javon Evans.
I didn't want to take away from Javon Evans. Yeah, cables were getting pulled out. Things were getting thrown around, possibly broken. What is going on with Trick?
Trick's in his own zone right now, man.
NXT on the CW.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just for men, mustache and beard.
And I get it. I get it right now. Trick Williams feel like he's been wrong. He wants his title back.
But hold on, but you don't think he just went
Good old mild boy.
where you were throwing around lead pipe, throwing around chairs, ripping cables out of walls,
Sometimes the emotions get ahead of yourself just a little bit.
Here we go. Where are they going to come from? Okay, so it's Dion and Orion.
When you take a look at these 4 individuals, I try to throw this out there as clean as I can and make it sound somewhat.
Yeah, Trick's going to get himself suspended, something, I don't know.
Freebirds, if you want to think about it. They're going to pick any 2 men that they want to compete in any match, and they're not really going to let any of us know until it's time.
Well, it's going to make the opposition have a heck of a time preparing for any sort of combat scenario. And it looks like we're going to get Dion Lennox and Osiris
Osiris
Griffin
Two absolute
But Orion. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah. I don't think he'll cross over fearfully.
Miles Bourne, who is not ordinarily a tag team with Javon Evans.
Correct, and it was Javon Evans
That is
who
true.
earlier tonight decided to step up, wanted to fight.
Everyone on right? Nope. There we go. Oh, damn. Held on to the arm all the way through. Very nice.
And let's go back to Evans, who's tagging in. Graves, you were still singing his praises of the young OG after Saturday.
I'm not alone in that one. The whole WWE universe took notice
Yep,
of what
they
the
sure
young
did.
OG is capable of. I think we're all excited for the future. Look, talk to me about how it can be that even in defeat, you come out better on the other side.
I mean, sometimes your losses are better than your wins. You get that knowledge that you go to that next match.
Good Hurricane Rana.
What you need to do.
Evans is just. Oh, here we go. Here comes Griffin.
His own business.
I'm gonna tell you something.
The powerhouse of the group for sure.
He's got a chip on his shoulder, but you gotta pick your battles, man. You don't want to run into a fight with this dog state.
Jesus, yeah.
Fire away, said he was ready for
Oh,
a fight.
quick jabs. There we go.
Right now to Griffin, who just
Griffin, like I said, absolute powerhouse, and there's the big right.
earlier this year, that might re-dislocate it.
Knocked Evans' teeth clean out of his skull.
A good super kick.
Connects and stops the
Good drop kick. There we go. Good drop kick from Bourne.
Drop kicks aplenty here on NXT.
As physically intimidating as Dark State has been thus far, they still are relative newcomers to this business. There's a lot that they have yet to
Javon gonna fly.
able to overcompensate
Oh, sweet
with
God.
raw power.
Griffin just caught another human being, another grown-ass man.
Yeah, but watch out!
There you go. Up and over goes Bourne. Nice.
That's one way to turn this a match around, but no quarter catch crew has made their way out. Who's walking out winners?
Yeah, I did realize Charlie Dempsey and Tavion Heights showed up. They do not look impressed that Bourne has aligned himself with Evans, but yet again, it does make sense that he would need a partner tonight. But I think a lot of people compare Miles Bourne to young Randy Orton. He did get the acknowledgement from Orton at one point when he was there. So I see the resemblance myself. I forgot that Sol Ruka was a double champ. For those that don't know, she is also the Speed Women's Champion. She won that 2 weeks ago. She beat Candice LeRae. That's technically her double champion. I think Trick's gonna work himself out of a title shot. Or what he may do is he'll show up at Rebellion and cost Joe Henry the TNA World title, which will then set up Trick, Joe Henry, and Oba for the May pay-per-view, which I think is like Battleground in May, because they got like 4 events in Florida coming up real soon. They got Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, PLE, and then Saturday night main event as well. And then that's how we introduce Joe Henry to the main roster. Well, not main roster, but more or less just being on the main show of NXT. Because we've seen him there. He's been now out in NXT 2 or 3 times. He's been in the Royal Rumble. He's now certified G. How you doing this Tuesday? He's now been at WrestleMania. He's had a WrestleMania moment. Would you go for a TNA invasion angle? It would work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. There's enough big names in TNA that are even former WWE that could easily spin the invasion.
Gnarly right there. I mean, Osiris, this guy's freakish.
He's got all the tools to be a big star in this game, Booker.
And after the victory this past Saturday, Booker, what did Dark State prove to you?
I mean, they proved they are a force to be reckoned with. They can compete with anybody in the world. I mean, and like with Dark State, I don't think it's about winning. I really think it's about the reckoning. Going out there and showing NXT, guys, you don't know this.
Well, and Graves, to Booker's point, that Dark
WWE trying to create an in-house territory thing.
Dark State is not only calling,
I mean, it does make sense. That's why they're acquiring all these companies per se.
No one is safe. And in this moment right now, Javon Evans wishes he was anywhere else.
Beautiful shots by Lennox right there, just driving those big right hands.
Oh, what a close one.
Start to wonder for Javon Evans is Lennox.
1, 2.
Still some fight left in the young OG. Will the locker room start regretting not listening to Javon?
Alberto El Patron. I think that's his name in AAA. But I think he's also in some trouble as well because he got into didn't he get into it with a fan a couple weeks back?
He is getting beat down by the Dark State. Miles Bourne forced to watch, but also watching Miles Bourne as an over catch crew who's standing up.
Good Lord. 1, 2. Bourne had to save Javon.
Right now, give Miles Bourne a lot of credit because he knew exactly what that moment meant. That the match was over. It was over.
Look at this power right now from Osiris.
It is not going good for it.
He's got his fist right in the sternum of Javon Evans, squeezing the breath out of him.
Come on, Javon.
Oh, miscommunication. Evans trying to crop an attack was made. Lennox was right there to cut Evans off again.
No wasted movement from Dark State. Lennox was a step ahead.
Oh, so close.
Coming his way and made the tag.
So close.
1, 2.
Lennox able to kick out, but for Evans, time is one.
There's the tag. There's Bourne. Let's go.
Miles Bourne making his way in. And Bourne right now, he's been waiting patiently.
Good clothesline. Here we go.
Uncoiled. He wasn't sure which one he wanted to hit. Finally found him.
Good high drop kick.
Great right now.
Graves, you gotta think.
There's that Randy Orton style body slam. There's another one. Good belly to belly suplex. Good kick up. My God.
I've just received word that our general manager, Ava, has told Trick Williams to leave the building for what he did earlier. Because of his actions, Trick Williams been tossed from the cover.
1, 2.
And a near fall thing saved by Griffin.
Well, listen, somebody's got to get Trick Williams under control. He's been in a constant crash out for weeks.
Big clothesline. There we go.
Through the skies of the fountain blue.
And now,
Oh, sweet Lord. God.
And Griffin once again just manhandling the young OG.
Damn, what a spine buster.
And there is a spine-rattling spine buster from Lennox. And we've seen this in the past for Dark State.
Oh, yeah, this is it. God, what a double power bomb.
Say it again.
1, 2, 3.
Destruction continues. How do you stop these four?
You really don't. It's gonna take Tavion and probably Charlie Dempsey. They would have a good chance. They would have the better opportunity.
This week, WWE and Fanatics announced the launch of What's Your Story, hosted by WWE icon Stephanie McMahon, with new episodes debuting every other week. The first episode of What's Your Story premiered Thursday, April 17th, and features UFC President and CEO Dana White. It's available wherever you get your podcasts.
Ava, I just hope you understand how much I truly value your time. I'm just
Sean
looking out for my friends.
Spears.
I get it, Sean. Same thing. And Amora, hey.
Hi. Was I interrupting something?
No, first show after Stand and Deliver, people are just politicking.
Why complain? Don't they know how good they have it? Certainly, not what I want to do now. My time is coming to an end before going back to nowhere in Japan. I just want to thank you.
Well, you're welcome. It's been an honor to have you here.
You deserve more respect.
And Amora, what's wrong? You okay?
I feel bad.
Why?
I had Briggs. Almost tag team champion.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? You all right? What? Daijoubu?
You know what? Another opportunity. Next week,
He's trying to
you
get
guys
another
get to make
tag
a tag
shot.
for the tag titles. How does that sound?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He said, thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
How the hell did you just do that? Are you okay? Talk to me.
Old Japanese secret.
An old Japanese secret. Damn. So,
This November.
okay, Inamore and Briggs. Here's one of the reasons you stopped watching wrestling. He was doing his first title run. You talking about Alberto Del Rio? Yeah, Alberto. No. We are on the Red app on YouTube, my friend. Alberto Del Rio, he had a decent, I guess, title run, but it didn't last. It didn't last long. I don't think a lot of people got behind it. Didn't he win the Royal Rumble? I think he did win the Rumble at one point. For anyone that is joining us on TikTok, if you want to hang out with us on the main platform, the link is in the bio. Yeah. Long Beach. I think that's what got him in some hot water too. Absolutely.
Put it on Twitter, put it on TikTok, put it wherever you want. There's nobody standing on it.
That was Seth Rollins after Monday Night Raw. Said put it on TikTok, put it on Twitter. Nobody stands in the way. Ava needs to get some security. That's what Ava needs. I thought that's what Ava was getting. He won the 40-man Royal Rumble. I think that was a one-time thing. 40-man Royal Rumble. was in 2011. That's wild. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever do anything over a 30-man Royal Rumble again. Yeah, security does not work on any wrestling promotion because, as we seen last night, Pat McAfee got choked out in the middle of the T-Mobile Arena, and you had Ron Baker just going around spearing the absolute hell out of people, taking names. You had Roxanne and Julia both show up. Triple H didn't even come out. I would have been. Yeah, so Triple H didn't even come out to assist. That's another thing. I don't know if it was part of the scripted show last night for that to happen.
On the CW.
Tony.
Riz, open up. It's me. You gonna let me in?
Anyone follow you here?
No, it's safe. It's just me. Me. You all right?
Yeah. I'm just finishing packing. I can't believe Stax did that. How you feeling?
I'm good. Physically. But you know.
I'm sorry, T. How's Luca?
What, you haven't heard from him? I mean,
No.
he said he was going to clear his head, but that was a couple hours ago.
Oh boy.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
But T.
Look, Riz. Me and Stax, we're gonna have to go to the mattresses on this one.
T. It's really like that? You guys grow up together. I mean, we've been through a lot. I remember growing up, Big Ange used to bully me. Stax was the one who taught me how to fight. She made me cry every day. Until one day, I made her cry. I told Stax I'd always be loyal.
Riz, people change. And he hasn't been right for a while now.
T, what if I reach out? What if we have a sit down?
Look, I appreciate the sentimentality, but I don't trust him. Look, there's two things that we don't stand for, and it's rats and betrayal.
That's true, yeah.
Look, I can't
That's what...
sit down with him. He declared war. I can't put you at risk, because I don't know what he's willing to do.
What do you mean?
I can turn on any of them.
Adriana, I see you packing right now, but you can't go home. It's not safe. Look, I got two of our guys downstairs waiting to take you to a safe house. I need you to hide out while this thing blows over, okay?
Are they playing it serious?
Sure, T.
It's gonna be all right, Riz. Come on.
Don't drive into the desert. Yeah, I'm hoping we figure out what's going on with...
Say about this situation. I hope to God somebody finds Luca. This is ugly. Yeah, things are certainly...
Luca Cristofino is
understand.
MIA.
Sarah Schreiber is standing by with the North American champion, Ricky Saints.
Ricky, what started off as a title versus cup winner takes all match against Lexis King is now a match only for your North American Championship next week.
It sure is. And you know, I'm actually thrilled for Norm. I know how it is to be out for close to a year for an injury and feel like you've been forgotten. So if anybody was going to be Heritage Cup champion, I am glad that it is Norm Dar. But Ricky Saints is a man of his word, and I said that I would defend the North American Championship. And guess what? I will.
We defending it.
You, Lexis King, you've got everything to gain and nothing to lose, okay?
Yep.
Wow. If it isn't the man that took out Norm himself, huh?
Old ego.
Saints.
God.
You just cost me my NXT Heritage Cup.
How the hell?
Next week, I'm gonna take your precious title from you.
Well, I guess we'll pick this up another time, Ricky.
Ethan Page will cost him that title. It's main event time, ladies and gentlemen.
But this is a big fight feel. It's main event time. Perez, the care for the NXT Women's Championship. It's live. It's next on NXT.
You have Stephanie Vaquer going up against Roxanne Perez in the main event for the Women's NXT Championship. You do have the open poll, but you are able to vote inside the chat on who you have winning. Of course, let us know. I think that we really see Roxanne fall here, and that she makes her way to the main roster. When Alberto won in 2011, CM Punk was the first entrant, and the second was Daniel Bryan. So many good wrestles in the Rumble. Will Cora Jade cost her? I don't know if Cora Jade will cost her this match. My question is, did Cora Jade get in the way of her possibly winning that tag team match? Did Cora Jade kind of betrayed her in any way? Because I haven't watched Stand and Deliver yet. Long Beach, hope we have a fantastic night at work for it, especially there at the Lakers game. I'm gonna be tuning. I'll tune in after the game. After this goes off, hopefully the Lakers can win at least one game. I'm voting for Lux. She has been losing a lot. You're right. That is true. Roxanne left her at Stand and Deliver. Okay. Nathan, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had no idea. So supposedly Randy Orton even commented that the prices for WrestleMania this year were absolutely insane. That's crazy when one of the top stars even says it. I mean, truly, that should honestly tell you something. I can see Cora, yeah, most definitely. I can see Cora Jade showing up, costing the match here. If that's actually what happened. Unless we have Io show up and cost her the match, kind of like how she did last night to oh my god, Io Sky, that's who it was. Jeez. Wouldn't be mad if Roxanne won, but I would be mad if winning doesn't mean I care. Yeah, so there has to be a good outcome.
That is bred in pro wrestling. Takes over new ground.
What a fight!
WWE Battleground from Tampa, Florida.
But old Tampa.
Time for tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive.
What is this? Andre Chase getting the band back together here? Is.
We're back, baby!
Oh, sweet God, they are. Oh, sweet God.
Next week, NXT, we are back at the Performance Center, and Alexis King won't have to wait long to wear gold again. After an attack earlier, King will face Ricky Saint.
Why did they get rid of the damn Chase University if we just gonna bring it back?
There are so many questions to be answered, namely, how did we end up here, a family shattered as Tony D'Angelo and Stax confront one another on NXT.
And this is from the desk of our general manager, Ava. Hank and Tank will have their first title defense against Briggs and Inable.
Little Hank and Tank, by God.
Will be defended Tuesday live
on
NXT on the CW.
Oh, good old Stephanie Vacker. Burn it up, burn it up.
But it is main event time.
I did see that.
Our NXT Women's Champion defending her title as the women of NXT take center stage.
No rest for the weary when you're the champion. Stephanie Vaquer boarded 3 challengers Saturday.
They gave us a good 15-minute match here.
Last night and is going to defend her NXT gold right now.
NXT on the CW is presented by Progressive. Save when you bundle all
Guess what?
in motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. Booker,
Well,
this is a
Terrell, happy early birthday.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Roxanne Perez, she has been the one, but Stephanie, champion of all
The
champions.
following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Roxanne Perez looks like she does not want to take a loss.
Introducing the challenger from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez. And her opponent from San Fernando, Chile. She is the NXT
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
Stephanie
Vacker.
What a night it has been here on NXT. This is the 3rd championship match. We crowned a new Heritage Cup champion earlier in the returning
3rd championship match.
World champion Joe Henry made his return, and because of that, Trick Snap went on a rampage and then was tossed from the Fountain Blue Theater by our general manager Ava.
Trick did a old good crash out is what happened.
This moment right here, right now.
Two of the best in the game. Two women who have defined the NXT women's division at various points in their careers. Booker, how you feeling about this one? I know Roxanne's your girl.
I'm feeling real good about it. I mean, it's going to be a hell of a contest because Stephanie Vaquer has done nothing but one thing, and that's step up to the plate. Give her a lot of credit, man.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap.
Yeah, good standing switch. Good slam.
Major main event. We had some major news that broke over WrestleMania weekend, the acquisition of AAA.
Oh man, what a great acquisition, big news, and
Good.
it's been so many great
They got a good leg. Takedown by Stephanie. And then a heel lock switch. Headlock.
Ties that historic promotion.
El Rudo de las Chicas. Cannot wait to see what the future holds. Nice single leg takedown.
Oh gosh.
As we focus back in.
One.
And a little roll through shift.
One.
And these two women who know each other so very well, but they know each other very well, Booker. But this is the first time these two have met one-on-one.
We call Roxanne Perez the prodigy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Stephanie Vaquer, she's prolific in her own way. She's
That's the strength, and Stephanie won.
Unified champion. She's made history. Can she beat the prodigy tonight?
And guys, I want to bring this up about Stephanie.
One, two.
Is Stephanie once again putting herself at risk as she takes down the
Wrist takedown. There you go, leg sweep. Kick out at one by Stephanie. Back and forth. Here we go.
Positive that Stephanie Vaquer keeps herself razor
Roll up, 1, 2.
At all times, but conversely, she's also burning the candle.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shoulders down with a little bridge. And another near fall.
Vaquer's burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah, Michael, we got a little late night Mickey D's, my friend. What is what are the chances of Julia? Probably about 75%, honestly.
Anything to win this match. She's in a unique position. The chance to become 3-time NXT Women's Champion, something that no other woman has done in this company.
As Vaquer, who competed Saturday at
Another quick just roll up by Stephanie. Reversal.
Counter for counter and another kick out last night on Raw. Vaquer went up against the women's world champion Io Sky, a match that Roxanne Perez interfered in, but that has led them here.
Yeah, that's why I see Io's going to show up.
With the NXT Women's Championship on the line.
Just speaks to how quickly the landscape changes in WWE these days, whether it be Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Just because you did something for a while does not matter necessarily.
Good side headlock.
Roxanne has been prolific in the past. It doesn't count as much as it did once upon a time.
Well, that goes to Booker, something you say all the time.
I think whoever wins this, or
I get it. Like I say,
whoever loses this, should easily be moved up to the main roster.
Got a hard road to hoe because Stephanie Vaquer, she's unique. She's
Go back suplex. Oh, here we go. Get ready for Booker T to come unglued. Oh, no. Roxanne rolls out of the ring. Very smart. Very smart. The crowd's even pissed off. I'm telling you.
Hell of a teacher. Hell of a teacher.
All right, now trying to hold on.
Oh, right to the eye.
Illegal tactics. She definitely learned that from you, Booker.
Goes back to what I was saying. Roxanne Perez is willing to do anything to win this matchup here tonight, man. Oh, yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Roxanne Perez has just taken control. Can Vaquer bounce back? Don't miss a second of the action or picture break.
Oh, good Lord. The first match of the night is the main event. We get picture in picture. We can stay up with everything. Yeah, the first match tonight we've gotten picture in picture with. I really wanted to see Io and Stephanie, but Io was really tired. Io seemed like, you could tell she had a rough weekend. Which she was in a very wide open match at WrestleMania. So I don't blame her for being winded or tired. I know they do this all the time. But competing at the level they did, I can understand why she was tired. There you go, good boot from Roxanne Perez. Another good chop from Stephanie. Right hand from Roxanne Perez. It is back and forth during the commercial break. I do want to say thank you to absolutely everyone who is hanging out with us tonight and that has joined the Kraken community over WrestleMania weekend. Of course, we are on the road to now TNA Revolution, which is just coming up Sunday. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, we can have some chaos there. Maybe Joe Henry will retain the title. That's a possibility after what we did see that Trick Williams may interfere. Io Rhea. Mommy still looks after Io. Yeah, she does. Yeah, Woloski, you had a eventful week in Vegas. Hopefully, you got some extra time off after your vacation so you can recover from that long weekend vacation. It's been back and forth the whole commercial break.
NXT Women's Championship is on the line. The matchup really changed when Roxanne Perez tried to hyperextend the left elbow of Stephanie Vaquer. And it's again important to note, the right hand is taped because Vaquer dislocated her right thumb Saturday.
Oh.
And Booker, I know you can attest to this. Sometimes if you're trying to protect an injury inside the ring, you actually leave yourself more susceptible to other attacks.
Like a bullseye,
Yeah, dislocated it.
Perez has laser beam on that shoulder right there on that arm, and she's gonna go out here. Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Vaquer able to counter for a moment. You talk about laser beam. Roxanne Perez been laser focused on winning.
Oh,
back
God.
the NXT Women's Championship.
Good headbutt.
From the champion.
Good super kick.
Thunderous headbutt by the champion. Look
Oh.
at that. Great kick from the outside in. And now
Little feint kick. Her version of the 619 springboard crossbody.
Fighting through the pain right there, throwing all caution to the wind. Beautiful.
First we see the feint kick right on point, and then Vaquer with a springboard crossbody out onto the entrance ramp.
Well, back to the
Yeah, her arm is bothering her though.
hit by Vaquer, and we
Eat the feet.
right to Perez. Perez right now bouncing back into the corner. As you would say, Graves, target acquired.
Bullet train.
Running knees.
Meteor, whatever you want to call it.
Somehow has found yet another gear.
Oh boy. She pointed at Booker. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Ah, 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 ah. 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 God, Lord.
Stephanie right there. It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
1, 2.
But I tell you, it was still good bad.
What a flip-flopper you are. All of a sudden, now you're rooting for Stephanie Vaquer instead of Roxanne Perez.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
I'm unbiased here.
Since
this
when?
is a match. This is a match. This is a championship match. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. One more time.
Did they say one more time?
I don't think your heart can handle it. Wait for the SVP, though. Roxanne able to counter right out, and this Roxanne does so well as the
There we go. No, roll up. 1, 2.
Switch right there by
Another near.
Oh, damn.
Super kick to the ear.
Right on the butt.
Looked like Perez was
Oh,
potentially
nope.
looking to take down Vaquer for a crossface.
Looking to plant Roxanne.
Roll through. No.
Out of the wheelbarrow, but still being able
Oh, what a backbreaker.
Not
Damn.
enough of it though. You can crack a rib very easily that way.
We got to give credit too to Stephanie Vaquer for able to hold Roxanne Perez in that. Well, whoa,
Yeah,
she's
she's
going
got
to the top again.
An injured hand, an arm that's been attacked throughout the match. Kudos are due to the NXT Women's
Oh, what a
Champion,
smack.
but credit to
Are we going to get a
Roxanne for
pop?
hanging in
Oh,
there.
no. Damn, that arm again.
The left arm, it was the right injured thumb, the right injured wrist, and Perez.
Go on into the dang crossface.
That's it. That
Gets the cinch in, and it is in deep.
Oh, yeah.
Vaquer's in
Stephanie.
For Vaquer to go.
Oh, come on, Stephanie. Crawl.
Or is she gonna tap?
Kickback.
A new NXT Women's Champion. If we do, it's Perez's third reign, which would be historic. Vaquer sees the bottom rope. She's trying to get.
Stephanie's got to crawl.
She's trying to
there we go.
fight. She does, but Roxanne Perez
oh God.
pushes it back into the middle.
That fine IQ I was talking about right there, Roxanne Perez in prime position.
Stephanie just needs to kick back and roll up. 1, 2.
Kick out, nice
1,
right back
2.
goes Roxanne coming back out into another cover as Vaquer.
Crucifix.
Time, another kick out.
1, 2. Good Lord.
Once again, able to get out.
Pop rocks. Oh, went for a spinning head kick.
Block countered by Vaquer. Perez hesitated for a fraction of a second, and the Dark Angel made the challenger pay. Up and over goes Bray for pop rocks. Looking for pop rocks. And somehow countered again by Stephanie Vaquer. And Vaquer back up. I don't know.
Oh boy.
She hit the top turnbuckle, but Vaquer takes
oh God, that leg screw. God.
Once upon a time, Roxanne had an ACL and an MCL.
Here we go. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Roxanne Perez, you have had a fantastic run in NXT. It is now time to come to the main roster.
What a fight.
What a main event. What a WrestleMania week it has been. How is this for the exclamation point? The SVP from the Dark Angel taking down the Prodigy with the title on the line. Guys, if we're handing out awards, I think I got to think of, wait, hold on.
And here comes
The beautiful madness.
Julia.
Making her presence felt. The former champion has locked eyes with Stephanie Vaquer. Deja vu. And Julia staring a hole. And there I believe you saw. That is
Jordan Grace.
Vaquer went all in here in Vegas, but all eyes are on our champion here in NXT.
So Jordan Grace still wants to be a part of this as well. We'll see. We'll see who gets the title from here. I think Julia will probably get a rematch, and then Jordan Grace, and that's probably where we'll see everyone start getting shifted around and move to the main roster. Probably, like I said, towards SummerSlam. I think we're gonna have another draft at that point as well, so it will be interesting to see who goes where moving forward. But I think NXT tonight capitalized off of Stand and Deliver. I think there's a lot of good things building, especially with the Stacks and Tony aspect. Joe Henry, I have no fucking clue what he's up to, but can't wait to figure it out. So it's gonna be fun. Can't wait to see exactly where all this goes moving forward. But I know it's gonna be interesting. With all that being said, tomorrow is our AEW live watch along, and we are excited. Good things happening there here recently, despite what you may hear from around the wrestling community. There are great things going on. So, be on the lookout tomorrow for that. If you are new, make sure you got the notifications turned on so you can stay up to date with us. Joe Henry could be heading for surgery. I don't know. It just depends on how bad that AC joint really is. I can tell you, I think she should have been sent to the main roster. I do too, Michael. I hope you have a great evening as well. Either way, there's a lot of great things happening throughout wrestling. We can't wait to be here on the ride, see where all things lead. But until next time, as always, I hope you all had a fantastic Tuesday. Hope you have a safe Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow for AEW Dynamite 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See someone in public, give them a smile. It could change the day. It could save their life. You never know what someone's going through. Esme, have a fantastic, safe night at work. We will see y'all tomorrow.